Sweet children, the most beloved Father, the innocent Lord, is sitting personally in front of you. Remember him with love, and that love will increase, and all obstacles will finish. Question: what should you Brahmin children constantly remember so that you can never perform sinful actions? Whatever actions I perform, others who see me will do the same. When you remember this, you won't perform any sinful actions. So you have to make yourself unconscious to that, to forget about that. Otherwise, you wouldn't sin. You wouldn't be dishonest. And so that's looking at the impact of your action on others. Anyone who performs sinful actions secretly cannot remain hidden from Dharmaraj. He would instantly receive punishment for that. As you make further progress, there will be martial law. No impure being can secretly sit in this court of Indra. So something will happen to take you out because you're not pure enough to stay. Song: no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children, know that the spiritual Father is now giving you this knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end of the world. His name is Bolanath. A father is very innocent. He endures a lot of difficulty simply to educate and take care of his children. So much love he father has to educate his children. Then, when they grow up, he gives everything to them and goes into retirement. He believes that he has completed his responsibility and that it is now up to the children. So that a father is innocent. The father now explains to you, because he himself, capital H, is Bolanath. He also explains to you how limited fathers are innocent. That is limited innocence. That one is the unlimited Father, capital O, the innocent Lord. He comes from the supreme region into this old world and into an old body. People don't understand how he can enter this old world. And because of not understanding this, they have put the name of Sri Krishna, who has a pure body. And they don't understand the significance of the point of light because they can only relate to things that are physical. So they say, well, I need a memorial of God in a physical way. And so therefore, I'll put him in a pure body, and therefore they mix up golden age with silver confluence age. The Gita, the Vedas, and scriptures will all be created again. Look how innocent Shiv Baba is. When he comes, he gives such a feeling that it's as though the Father is sitting here. This physical Baba is also innocent. He doesn't have a body, a sash, a chuni. He doesn't have a holy sash, chuni, or a tilak, etc. Because this ordinary Baba is just simply your Baba. You should now know how. You should know how only Shiv Baba gives all of this knowledge. No one else has the power to give it. Day by day, the love of you children will increase. The more you remember the Father, the more your love will increase. So remembrance begets remembrance. Love begets love. Drops of love you have for Baba. Keep thinking those thoughts. You'll get the return of love from Baba. And then that feeling makes you want to have more loveful thoughts for Baba. The Father is the most beloved, not just at this time, but even on the path of devotion, we used to consider him to be the most beloved. You used to say, Baba, when you come, we will break our love away from everything else and love you alone. He said, we all used to say that. Okay, so he's come. Have you? You now understand this, but Maya doesn't let you have that much love for Baba. Maya doesn't want you to ignore her and remember the Father instead of her. She's very selfish. She wants you to be body conscious and love her. Yeah, even human love. They're so body conscious, so selfish. No, don't belong to God. Remember me instead. Right? How is that not so selfish? That is what Maya wants, and that is why she creates so many obstacles. You have to go beyond obstacles. You children have to make some effort at least. Only by making effort can you receive your reward. You know how much effort you need to make in order to claim a high status. So firstly, donate devices, and then secondly, donate the jewels of imperishable wealth of knowledge that you receive from the Father. So two things you donate, your vices and the wealth of knowledge. It's with this imperishable wealth that you become so wealthy. This knowledge is your source of income. That is called the philosophy of the scriptures, whereas this is spiritual knowledge. People earn a philosophy means that is called the opinions of human beings, the scriptures. People earn a lot by reading the scriptures, etc. They would place a grunt in a small alcove, read a little of it, and that would bring them an income. That is not correct knowledge. Only the one Father gives you this correct knowledge. Until they receive this spiritual knowledge, they only have the philosophy of the scriptures in their intellects. They don't listen to you. There are very few of you. It is 100% certain that you children receive this spiritual knowledge from the spiritual Father. This knowledge is your source of income. You receive a lot of wealth. Yoga is your source of health. That is, you receive a body that is free from disease. Through this knowledge, you receive wealth. These are the two main subjects. Some imbibe this knowledge very well, and others imbibe it less. So less wealth is also received number-wise. So less wealth is also received. They receive less wealth number-wise. They receive wealth number-wise. They would experience punishment and then receive their status after having been punished, so they receive less status. By them not staying in remembrance fully, their sins are not absolved. Punishment then has to be experienced because they didn't renounce whatever they had to renounce, and the status is also destroyed, as in a school. You're demoted, you're lowered down on the list in the honors roll or in the marks. This knowledge is unlimited. Your boat goes across through this knowledge. In that knowledge, people study to become barristers, doctors, or engineers. Here, there is just the one study. By having yoga and this knowledge, you become ever healthy and ever wealthy. You become princes. There, in the Golden Age, there are no barristers or judges, etc. There is even no need for Dharmaraj there. Why would you need Dharmaraj judges if everybody's honest? And if you didn't make the full effort to become honest, then you just come later. That's all. There is no punishment of either the jail of the womb or the land of Dharmaraj. You remain very happy in the place of the womb, in the palace of the womb. Here in the jail of the womb, punishment has to be experienced. Only you children now understand all of these things. It was human beings who created the Sanskrit verses, etc., in the scriptures. Yeah, God doesn't speak or write Sanskrit, so those scriptures didn't come from him. Some ask, what will the language of the Golden Age be? The Father says, whatever the language of the deities is, that is what will be used there. The language of that place cannot exist anywhere else. So it's not even Hindi. It is not possible that the Sanskrit language would be there. Deities and impure human beings cannot have the same language. And there's way less words. Whatever the language of that place is, that is what will be used there. There's no need to even ask about this. And so what makes people ask, what will the language be? What's behind that question that student asked? So many Brahmins ask this anyway.
They're attached to their language. So they want to hear
They
it.
want to hear that Baba says it will be Hindi. And Baba's too clever for that, so he doesn't say that. And then they translated it as Baba says, oh, and in Golden Age you speak High Hindi. It's not even going to be called Hindi, so what's the point of calling it High Hindi? He then said it's Devanagari. Well, Devanagari is not Hindi of today by any stretch. It's totally impure, the Hindi today. But they say, oh, Baba speaks in Hindi. I'm speaking the Hindi language. It's so wonderful. It's complete attachment to impurity. Whatever the language of that place is, that is what will be used there. There's no need to even ask about this. First of all, at least claim your inheritance from the Father. Whatever happened in the previous cycle, it will happen again. First, claim your inheritance. Any lies you tell, any attachment you have, it will happen again. Sooner you finish it, the more pure and closer to Baba you become. Don't ask about anything else. Acha, if there are not 84 births, but only 80 or 82 births, it doesn't matter. Just put all those things aside. They're nitpicky now. Oh, 84 or 82? How many is it? Right? The Father says, remember Alpha, you definitely received the sovereignty of heaven. You have claimed the sovereignty of heaven innumerable times. You also have to descend from the top. You are now becoming master oceans of knowledge and master oceans of happiness. You are making effort. Baba is complete, he said in English, complete. Whatever knowledge the Father has, you children also have that knowledge, but you wouldn't be called oceans. So whatever knowledge you have, you already have that knowledge. Even you haven't heard it yet, you already have it. That's the understanding of the cycle. So how can you say, I don't know and I don't understand? Right? You're choosing to remain in the ignorance of body consciousness, therefore you can't remember anything. There's only the one ocean, but they have given him so many names. You are rivers that emerge from the ocean of knowledge. You are Mansarovar, the river. There are names given to rivers. The river Brahmaputra is very big. In Calcutta, there's the confluence of the rivers and the ocean. That is called, known as, in Calcutta, where that happens, that's called
The diamond.
the Diamond Harbor. You mouth-born creation of Brahma become like diamonds. A huge meeting takes place. Baba enters the body of Brahma and meets you, children. All these matters have to be understood. Nevertheless, Baba says, Man Manabhav, continue to remember Baba. He is the most beloved, the sacred of all relationships. All other relationships are based on vices. Sorrow is received for them. Baba is giving you the return of everything. He gives you the love of all relationships. He gives you so much happiness. No one else can give you so as much happiness. Even if someone does give that, it would only be for a temporary period. Sannyasis refer to happiness as the droppings of a crow. In this land of sorrow, there would definitely only be sorrow. However, you children know that you have played those parts innumerable times. You should also be concerned about how you can claim a high status. Make a lot of efforts so that you don't fail. If you pass with a good number, you can claim a high status and also experience happiness. Not everyone can be the same. It depends on how much yoga each one has. There are many gopikas who have never even met the Father. They are so desperate to meet the Father. There's no question of such desperation in meeting sages or holy men. Here you come to meet Shiv Baba. This is such a wonderful thing. You sit at home and remember the Father. Shiv Baba, I am your child. The soul remembers everything. You children know that you claim the inheritance from Shiv Baba every cycle. That same Father has come again after a cycle. Therefore, you cannot stay without seeing him. That's what the feeling should be in your heart. And that's the feeling that makes you come to Murli every day. The soul knows that Baba has come. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva, but they don't understand anything. They don't understand anything about how Shiv Baba comes and teaches. They simply celebrate the birthday of Shiva just for the sake of it. They don't even have a holiday for it. They give no importance to the one who gave you your inheritance. And instead, they have glorified the name of the one who received the inheritance, Sri Krishna. They receive the heir, not the bestower of the inheritance. He especially came and made Bharat into heaven. Everyone else receives liberation. Everyone wants that liberation. You know that after liberation, you will receive liberation in life. So we don't want liberation. We want liberation in life, but we know we have to go through liberation to get to liberation in life. Father comes and liberates you from the bondage of Maya, your bondage of Maya. The Father is called the bestower of salvation for all. Everyone receives Jivan Mukti number-wise according to the effort they make. Father says this world is impure, a land of sorrow. In the golden age, you receive so much happiness. That is called Bahist. Why did Allah create Bahist? Did he only create Bahist, heaven, only for those of Islam? Depending on their own language, some call it Bahist, others call it heaven. You know that there is only Bharat in heaven. All of these things sits in the influx of Yutra, according to the effort you make. A Muslim used to say that he went to the garden of Allah. All of those were visions. They are all fixed in the drama beforehand. Whatever happens in the drama, as soon as a second passes, it is said that it also happened in the previous cycle. You know this, but it's not coming to your mind because you don't think about it enough. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. There has to be faith in the drama so that there is nothing to worry about. Baba has ordered us constantly, remember me alone, remember the inheritance. Okay? And then at the end of that sentence, he says, everyone has to die. No one will remain behind for anyone to cry about. So no point crying. Everybody's going to go and die. Death comes and the soul leaves. There'll be not even any time to cry. So crying is a complete waste of time. You should stop it sooner rather than later. No sound will emerge, right? Because what is crying? You feeling desperate. panicking and desperation. No sound will emerge. Nowadays, people carry out rituals with the ashes of a dead body. They have faith in that. Baba says all of that is a waste of time. What is there in that? Dust returns to dust. Will Bharat become pure through that? Whatever people do in this impure world will only make them more impure. People have been donating a lot and performing a lot of charity, etc. But did Bharat become pure? You had to descend the ladder. In the Golden Age, you became the Sun Dynasty, and then you had to descend the ladder. You gradually came down the ladder. Whatever sacrificial fires and tapasya, etc., people do, they receive some temporary fruit of that in their next birth. Anyone who performs wrong actions also receives the return of that. The Unlimited Father knows that he has to come to teach you children. He has taken an ordinary body. There is no need to apply a tilak, etc., on that body. Devotees apply a big tilak, but they cheat so much. Baba has said that he enters an ordinary body and teaches you children. He is in the stage of retirement. Why did people put Sri Krishna's name? They don't have the intellects to judge this. Baba has now given you intellects with which to judge between right and wrong. The Father says you have been creating sacrificial fires, doing tapasya, making donations, performing charity, and also reading the scriptures. Is there anything in those scriptures? Did I teach you? Did I teach you Raj Yoga and give you the sovereignty of the world? Or did Sri Krishna give you that? Judge this for yourself. You say, Baba, you speak this knowledge. Sri Krishna is a young prince. How could he speak this knowledge? Baba, it is through your Raj Yoga that we become that. The Father says there is no guarantee for the body. A lot of effort has to be made. Sometimes Baba hears news and so has a very good and faithful intellect. I say, he doesn't have the slightest faith at all. Those who were given a lot of love are no longer here today. Baba interacts with everyone with a lot of love. Even when he says something like that, he's saying it with love. Whatever actions I perform, others will see me do the same. So you can clearly see from the Murli that there's a history in the yajna of people thinking, believing one thing, right? Telling Baba, telling seniors all this, and it's completely the opposite of what Baba says, because Baba's Trikadarshi and he knows the truth. So why the hell should you get affected by the opinions of anybody if you know the truth about yourself, if you've been honest? The only way you can be hurt or affected is because you haven't been truthful about your own karma. Whatever actions I perform, others who see me will do the same. Some people indulge in vice and then they secretly come and sit here. Baba quickly tells the trance messenger, those who perform such actions will continue to become very sensitive. They will not be able to continue in the future. In the delicate times at the end, when someone does something wrong, there will be martial law for them. As you make further progress, you will see a lot of that. There's a lot of what Baba does. Baba does not punish anyone himself directly. He does it through Dharmraj. There is no question of inspiration in this knowledge. So Dharmraj is you meeting the truth of yourself, looking at the dishonest karmas that you've performed. Obviously, you can't see it through Baba's eyes. You can only see it through your purest eyes, having been in the experience of Baba. But that's still you, it's not Baba. All human beings say to God, O purifier, come and purify us. All souls call out through their organs. The Father is the ocean of knowledge. He has a great variety of stock. No one else can have such stock. The praise of Sri Krishna is completely different. Imagine you're getting a chance to buy stock in Baba's unlimited corporation before it's about to split 5 million times. How much wealth is that going to be? The praise of Sri Krishna is completely different. How did they become those Lakshmi and Narayan through the Father's teachings? It's the Father who makes you become like them. The Father comes and explains to you the philosophy of action, sinful action, and neutral action. Your eyes have now opened. You know that it's a matter of 5,000 years. You now have to return home. You have to play your parts. This is the Swaдаrshan Chakra. Your name is Swadarshan Chakradari. Prajapita Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, the decoration of the Brahmin clan. Hundreds of thousands of you will become Swardarshan Chakradaris. You are studying so much of this knowledge. Acha, hundreds of thousands. Meete meete sikile de bacho prati. Mat pita bab dada ka yad pyar or good morning. Ruhani bab ki Ruhani bacho ko namaste. Or Ruhani
Bacho ki Rohani Bab ko namaste.
Essence for Dharna. Number 1. These times are very delicate, so you must therefore not perform any wrong actions. Keep the philosophy of action, neutral action, and sinful action in your awareness and constantly perform elevated actions. 2. Make your body free from disease for all time with yoga. Remember the most beloved Father. Donate the imperishable wealth of this knowledge that you receive from the Father. Blessing. May you make your harsh sanskars gentle with the virtue of tolerance. To the virtue of tolerance and become a jewel of contentment. Why do you have harsh sanskars? You can't tolerate. Those who have the virtue of tolerance are also always seen to be content. Those who are embodiments of contentment also make others content. To be content means to achieve success. Tolerant souls make their harsh sanskars gentle and their difficult tasks easy with their power of tolerance. They don't waste energy over it. They just keep tolerating until they can transform the situation. Their faces are seen as embodiments of virtues. Only they continue to use the shield of this drama. Slogan. Those who cannot be transformed with words can be transformed with
Your feelings and good wishes.
With pure vibrations, pure feelings, and good wishes. Avyat signal. Father Brahma's words were angelic. He spoke few, but sweet words. So speak accurate words in the same way. Even if you have to speak because of your activities, do not speak too much. Speaking can lead you quickly into body consciousness. Follow the Father in your every thought, word, and deed. Let there be the greatness of sweetness and humility in every word. For this, consider yourself to be an instrument before you carry out any task. That's the part. Nobody stops to go quiet and remember Baba before doing something. They just want to jump to doing something. And then with greatness, there will also be humility. And you'll then become an embodiment of success. Om Shanti. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.